Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is HDsignatures. So today's tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to define a full brows without using any sorts of brow products. So I'm going to first of all carve a brows. I'm using a razor blade. So when you are doing this on your client, you have to be very careful. You have to learn how to practice over time on how to handle blades on your clients so you don't cut their skin in the process. So guys, look at our brows. Our brows is so full that I don't want to use any sort of product on our brows. I just want to keep our brows the way it is. So I'm using a razor blade to lightly take off hairs that are not in lines with the way I want the brows to be shaped. And this part here, I'm just carefully lifting up her brows and using that razor blade. I'm barely touching her skin, guys, because me looking at it, you all would think that I'm putting pressure, but I am barely touching her skin. So I'm very careful so I don't cut her skin. So what I'm going to be doing now is to brush down her brows just to take off any hairs that might obstruct the defining of the brows. So I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing to that part as well. Now this is what we have, guys. I am so in love with the way our brows look. Like, it's an ideal brows, so full, and there's nowhere, you don't have any sparse in between. She has a full brows from the beginning till the end, guys. Our brows is an ideal brows. So I am going to be using air wax. And I added little of that air wax on her brows. The excess of this air wax is just to make those brows hair stay in place. It keeps your brows hair in place till as long as you are ready to clean off your face, your makeup on your face. That's how good this air wax is. It's basically for hair. I just started using it for brows, so I'm going to be doing that carefully to make her brows stay in place. Then after that, I'm going to be going into cleaning of her brows. This is where I'm going to be defining her brows. So the foundation I'm using here is Royal Makeup Foundation in Cappuccino. So that shade is close to her skin color, so I'm using that in the beginning of her brows. You guys already know these tricks. The excess of doing this is just to make your brows look well blended into your skin, and it won't be looking like it's too drawn on your forehead. So I use that first, and I'm going into Maybelline foundation. So this is Maybelline foundation. I use this is lighter, I think 1 or 2 shades lighter than her skin color. So I use that under her brows where her ash is. So after using that, I'm going to allow it to dry a bit and I'll blend it into her skin. So this is what I have. I'm sure you guys can still spot the difference between the foundation shade I use. Then I'm going to be going into a lighter concealer. This concealer is from Maybelline Fit Me. I'm just using that with my brush to carefully press it under her brows, like carefully pressing it under her brows. So I'm going to use this brush too. This is the brush I use in blending out the first 2 shades of foundation that I used. So because the brush has the foundation residue, so I use that to go ahead and blend in this lighter concealer into her skin. So I'm going to take my time to blend this into her skin till it disappears, but I'm not making it to disappear totally. I'm just making the edges and maybe go over the top of the concealer to lightly blend it into our skin, but it's still going to be showing that it's super bright, like it's showing and it's making the brows pronounced, but I'm not going to blend it all out. So, and I'm also going back and forth to the beginning of our brows where we placed that Royal foundation. So I'm going back and forth between that and the lighter concealer to make sure that everything is well blended into our skin, guys. So that's that about how to get your defined brows if you have a full brows without using any sort of brow product. And this is what I got on our eyes. So if you want this look, please check the previous video. And guys, this is Amber Photography's finished look. This is the photo shoot. Please check her out. Thank you so much.